Happy Saturday, friends! I thought it would be super fun for me to bring you along on a Saturday morning adventure. Now, usually I'm working in the studio Monday through Friday, but every once in a while I give myself a treat and venture out of the studio and do a little shopping, a little fun. So I made a plan for this morning. I've got two stops for me. My first stop is called Upcycle. Upcycle is this reused craft store here in Alexandria. I venture out here about once a quarter, kind of a random allotment, but I come out here about once a quarter just to see what there is to see. Now this morning I did print out, and inside there are 4 different yarn sweater patterns, scarf. I've got 3 sweaters and 1 scarf, just in case I'm on the hunt. You never know what you're going to find. So I'm going to run into Upcycle and see what they have to see. And then we're going to venture on to my local yarn shop. So come along with me. Hi friends! So after an hour in the yarn shop and having them check for sweater quantities, 2 different colors, I'm coming out of the yarn shop empty-handed. I had such high hopes to go home with 2 or maybe even 3 sweaters quantities worth of yarn. But alas, I have not. It's sad because my next local yarn shop, I don't even know where it is. I think it's in Maryland maybe, across the bridge. Like an hour away. And I kind of hate shopping for sweater quantity online because colors and computers and stuff. But anyway, that's my Saturday. Time to go home, have some lunch, have a great day. Hello friends. So here I am back in the studio. I thought it would be fun for me to share with you the actual haul that I got at that great Upcycle store. So I wanted to show you how it works is you get to fill a bag for $10. Now there are some things that are priced separately. So for example, one thing that I did share, and I showed you guys, I looked and touched at a lot of yarn, but I ended up bringing home a Ziploc baggie of 3 Juniper Moon Farm Marlowe, which is 50% wool, 50% silk. Fantastic. Look, $25 a ball hang skein. Normal price, I got 3 balls for $18, and it's beautiful colors. I could think it will be a lovely fall color. I always worry, I'm one of those people that really thinks about what color looks best on you. When you have silver hair, you gotta think about that. Anyway, so some of the other things, I thought it'll be fun for you guys just to see what's in my bag. I ended up finding 2 different pieces of cross stitch fabric, which is kind of like a holy grail unicorn that I don't normally find there. But I got a piece of linen. It looks to be about a fat quarter, maybe a fat half of Zweigart. I'm thinking 28-32. It's one of those bigger counts, but that's okay. Love it. It'll be great. And then I got a piece of Zweigart even weave Lugana also in the bigger 28 count, it looks like, but that's fantastic. Great for stash, great for me to play with the die pots, all the things. Love that. Again, this was in my $10 bag. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you what else is in the bag. All right, so here's this little fun haul unboxing. So here's the 2 pieces of fabric. Showed you guys that. Some of the other things that are in here. Oops. Sorry, this was a fun little, when you're quilting on quilts, I love to be able to draw lines. I mean, normally I just do a meandering stitch, but this is fun. It comes with fun little patterns. So it's a fabulous book. I got another book, a Quilt As You Go. I've never done a Quilt As You Go book, which I think, Quilt As You Go quilt, which could be easy, could be fun. I don't know. Some of the other things I got. Look at these fun, they have such great, crazy stuff. A set of these beautiful, they're like super hardcore bingo cards. I thought they would be fun floss drops or floss hang cards. So 1993 bingo cards, super thought those would be cute as floss drops. I got some other yarn. Okay, so hold on. I'm digging in the bag and we get to see. So this one, sometimes they have the yarn things in here and you can see this was homegrown, hand-dyed, spun in the USA, 2-ply worsted, 100% wool. Love that. I love it when they have lots and lots of yarn just in random buckets, but you don't know exactly, and I'm not good enough to know by just touching it what it is. But, and like, this is beautiful. And I just picked it up because it was fun, but hold on. Let me show you all the yarn. There's one more. Maybe not. Maybe that was it. All right, so that's some yarn. And then I hit the jackpot in the lace bucket. And I just love, some of this is really, really pretty. Some of it's vintage. Some of it's like, 10 or 20 years vintage, which is so fun. But what I love to do is to have this stuff when I wrap up bags that I send out in purchases that are Tiger Lily. I love to be able to just wrap it sometimes in vintage lace. It just makes it a little more special. And some of these other things, look at this. This is that, it's like taffeta seam binding, which is super fun for finishing. And so I hit the jackpot on that. Super fun seam binding, taffeta. Again, more taffeta. This is not taffeta, but you can tell. Look at the fun. You can just 15 cents. So fun. So yeah, I picked up all the seam binding that I could find. Whether I'm going to use it for finishing, whether I'm going to use it for wrapping. Look, it's so fun. Whether I'm going to use it just to wrap up Tiger Lily stuff, I don't know, but I just thought it was super fun. And again, it just was $10 for this one big old bag of good stuff. So look, she wrapped this ribbon around a Gutermann thing, which is fantastic. Just fun ways to be able to, look at that seam binding. This is the rayon seam binding. Also super lovely, great for finishing. So again, I basically added all that. I'll put that in my seam binding stash for later. The lace will go into my wrap packages stuff. And that was about it for my haul at the store. Now let me grab the one big piece that was in a big red box. So I thought it would be fun to show you guys what was in this big red box. And so it opens up. Can you tell? Can you tell? So I couldn't pass it up. Now, do I need another sewing machine? No, probably not. But look at this. It's a Bernina 830, 790. I don't remember what the number is. It really doesn't matter. To be honest, I haven't even plugged it in to see if it works. But it's adorable. Look, it has all these stitches. So the great thing is it's not a computer. I have a Bernina, but it's a computer. And the computer, so it's got this stitch selector up top and just dials and all the things. But what sold me on it was that it came with, whenever, whoever she had servicing her machine, they would test out every, look, 2009, they would test out every fancy stitch and made sure it worked. And I thought that was adorable. Like, I have a machine. I have a straight stitch Juki, which is, you know, what it's sitting on. Then I have a fancy Bernina. But this was just too good to pass up. And I was just, I mean, with the knee bar and the table and all the things. So I am going to have to take her out of the box, plug her in, and see what she does. But she is just a great little addition to my collection.